Fire back. So the literal meaning of this phrase is to shoot back at someone who shot at you first. So the literal meaning is that there's some kind of a gunfire. Um, but there's also a metaphorical, a figurative meaning. And there was a recent event that happened at the 72nd annual Tony Awards where Robert De Niro said some things about President Trump. And a few days later, Trump fired back with a tweet. Now, in this situation, fire back is figurative. There was no gunfire, actual gunfire involved in this situation. It was a verbal attack or a written attack. So in this case, it seems like the actor Robert De Niro said something first. Therefore, we say that Trump fired back. He made a verbal or a written attack via a tweet. Okay, so what are some example sentences that we can make with fired back? Let's take a look at the first example. Larry was so angry that he fired back at his boss. So in this sentence, the boss must have said something that offended Larry first. And then Larry was so upset that he returned with an attack of his own. And of course, we're talking verbally. Okay, let's take a look at the next example. The two candidates have been firing back at each other for 2 hours now. So in this case, we don't know who made the first attack. However, we do know that they have been at it. They have been attacking each other verbally for 2 hours now and will probably continue for an unknown amount of time. Okay, let's take a look at the final example. I have been very patient. It's time to fire back. So again, in this situation, the person here has been waiting and waiting and waiting. He has obviously been hurt or offended, and now he just can't take it anymore, or she just can't take it anymore. So it's time to fight back and fire back. And we're talking about a verbal attack. We don't know what he or she will say or do, but it will be an attack in return for having dealt with whatever it is that's bothering this person. Okay, so here are just a few examples of how we can use fire back.